I have created a 24-piece summertime capsule wardrobe on my own terms because I don't follow anybody else's rules that I'm excited to wear for the next 60 days. Let's check it out. Hi y'all, if you've never been here before, then welcome. My name is Lori and it's so great to have you here on the channel. If you have been here before, welcome back. Thanks so much for dropping back in. Let's get started. We all deserve to feel inspired, confident, and like our best selves when we get dressed each and every day. But none of us has an unlimited budget to constantly be buying clothes and accessories. And many of us want to make the best use of the things that we do purchase to protect the environment as well as our budget. And that's why the capsule wardrobe concept works so well for me. Or at least my version of a capsule wardrobe concept works so well for me, is because it allows me to make the very best use of all the things I already own, saving money in the process. But you've heard all of this before. So let me start by telling you what makes my capsule wardrobe concept different from those that you're gonna see elsewhere out in the interweb. I change out the contents of my capsule wardrobe every 60 days, so I don't get bored with the pieces that I've chosen. And this means that my capsule wardrobe always feels fresh and inspiring, and that's something I can appreciate very, very much. And like I said, I go by my own rules. I have found the quantity that works best for me is 10 tops, 8 bottoms, 4 dresses, and 2 or 4 layering pieces depending on the season. Now, the most important rule that I've made for myself that I follow with my own capsule wardrobe is that every single one of the 10 tops I choose to include in my capsule for each 60 days has to go with at least 5 bottoms that I've also chosen for my capsule. Every top does not have to go with all 8 bottoms that I choose, but if it does, that's even better. It does have to go with at least 5 though to work for me. Another rule that I follow, that I made for myself, is that each time I put together a capsule, I try to not include any piece that I had included in the previous capsule. You should know that even though I set this rule for myself, it's the one I probably break the very most often. You're gonna see some pieces in this capsule today that you also saw in my late spring capsule wardrobe video, and that is absolutely okay because this is my capsule wardrobe. I set the rules, and if I want to break the rules, I can. And you know what? So can you. There are a couple of reasons that I try not to include any pieces in my capsule wardrobe that were included in the previous capsule. And that is so that I rotate through my clothing as best as possible to get the very most use out of everything I own. I don't want any closet orphans. And then the second reason that I do this is so that all the pieces feel fresh to me, like I haven't already been wearing it many times over, styled many different ways for the past 60 days. Another rule that I follow, or I should probably say that I don't follow, is that I do not include any shoes, bags, accessories in my capsule wardrobe. And that means my entire collection of shoes, bags, and accessories is always available to me to pair with any of my outfits as I wish, regardless of what capsule I'm working with at any given time. Now, I describe my style as classic with a twist, unstructured, and effortless because I do live a very casual lifestyle on the Texas Gulf Coast. And this means that when I am out shopping for any particular piece that I want to add to my collection, I always try to choose well-made, high-quality pieces that are very classic in styling so that they last me for quite a while. I do participate in some trends here and there, but when I am shopping for something that's a trendier piece that I feel like I'm going to tire of fairly quickly, I spend much less money on it. But for the most part, I really don't participate in a whole lot of trends. Most of them are just not my thing. So I leave those trends for others to enjoy and, you know, get on with my life. So that's enough gabbing about how I put together my own capsule wardrobe. Let's get to the pieces. Now let's start with the tops. Let's start with the one I'm wearing right now because the pieces I have on right now are absolutely included in the capsule that I'll be wearing for the next 60 days. I'm wearing just a simple long sleeve button-up linen top that I can style a bunch of different ways. Let me show you the other tops real quick that I'm including in my capsule before we get to the outfits. Next, I have this cotton cami. I love it because it has an interesting trim that you'll see in a few minutes. I've got this white knit halter. I've got my white eyelet embroidery button-up shirt that you've seen me wear all spring season, but I'm still absolutely loving it, so I'm gonna wear it some more. I've got this blush colored linen button-up shirt. And one trend that I am participating in this year is this whole Barbie core thing because I loved Barbie growing up. Not gonna lie, I kind of still like Barbie, so I am participating in the Barbie pink trend and this bright Barbie pink V-neck sweater. And because I'm really drawn to some of the eyelet details that you can find in a lot of different clothing places this year, I also have this beige top that has an eyelet detail on the sleeve and ties in the back. Super cute, super versatile. Now, I wear more color in the early summer than I do probably any other time of the year. I am almost always dressed in neutrals, but this is the one time of year that I really do find myself drawn to color. I really do enjoy it. So I have this sea glass green linen cotton combo, kind of like a Dolman t-shirt type style blouse. I've got this beautiful teal blue linen wrap top. And then I've got this simple collared V-neck linen t-shirt type top from Banana Republic. I know, I wear a lot of linen. I love linen. I live on the Texas Gulf Coast. It is hot, it is humid, and linen keeps me cool and comfortable. Linen is just one of those fabrics that you can count on to keep you cool and comfortable. So I wear linen all the time. Now my bottoms are a bit more neutral than my tops because that makes outfits so easy to put together. It's almost as if I can just pick a top and a bottom, and as long as they're clean, they're gonna match, and that's something I can really appreciate. For my 8 bottoms, I chose this white Lily Pulitzer skirt. It looks just a little bit more elevated than a pair of white shorts, but I would absolutely wear white shorts as well. I have my white jeans, and if you've seen any of my never travel with these videos, you'll see white jeans on almost every one of those videos. In fact, I'll link one right here if you want to check it out, because I never travel in white jeans, but I wear them all the time when I'm home. I have these sea glass green pants that are super comfy fit that match the top that I showed you just a second ago. Of course, I've got my navy blue linen shorts because I wear them all the time. Now I've got a fun pair of rayon joggers that have a fun print on it. Now I know what you're thinking. I just said I keep almost all of my bottoms as neutral as possible so it can go with so many different things. These pants are so very versatile because the color detail in the pants matches the color of the tops that I've chosen in colors. So that makes them really easy to mix and match throughout this capsule. I've got my navy blue linen Colson joggers that I absolutely can't live without. And here's the thing about joggers. I know a lot of people have said joggers are out of style. I don't care though. I like them. I like the way I feel in them, and I'm gonna wear them. And that means they might be out of style for somebody else, but they're not out of style for me. And if you wanna wear joggers, you can. They are not out of style for you either. And then I have just some really simple black linen trousers. And then last but not least, I have these pink linen shorts. So you can see I'm going hard on pink this season, and I'm not going to apologize. I love it. For my 4 dresses, I have a black halter midi style dress that I absolutely love. I've got this black and white halter style dress that is much shorter. I've got this navy blue with a smock top and a flared skirt, rayon midi dress. Super comfortable, I love wearing it. And then I have this dress in all the bright colors. It's also a halter dress. Seems I'm really drawn to halters this year as well. But it's also a halter dress and it's fun to wear. I enjoy these colors. Never thought I would, but I do. I won't be trying the dresses on today because I tried all these dresses in this video that I'll link here. They're from Amazon. They're inexpensive, but they are so comfortable. They wash and wear great. They travel fantastic. So if you're curious about that, go check out these dresses in this video right here. Now, because even in the summertime, I do enjoy having that third piece to really tie an outfit together. Although I live an incredibly casual lifestyle, sometimes I really am craving that third piece, but I keep them super lightweight. And the first one that I've chose for this summer capsule wardrobe is this camel colored linen jacket that's got a hood on it, super comfortable, super lightweight, just enough to keep you from catching a chill. And then I have this white blazer. And as you're gonna see in a few minutes, this white blazer really elevates the look of any one of these outfits. It can be worn with almost anything. And if you have nothing else to elevate the look of your summer capsule wardrobe, a white blazer will absolutely do the trick. So that's it, let's get to the outfits. Oh my goodness, y'all, that was a lot of outfits. A lot of outfits, and I didn't even get to all of them. Like, there's many, many more outfits I could have created, but I'm hungry and there's so many hours I can spend changing clothes, and besides, you know, you don't want to be here for the next hour watching me. It could go on and on and on. I do appreciate the time you spent with me today. If you'd like to hang out with me for a few minutes from time to time, please do consider subscribing to the channel, but only if you want to. If you don't want to subscribe now, or if you don't want to subscribe ever, no worries, no harm, no foul. You have an open invitation to come back and hang out anytime you like, because I will be here either right here in this room or somewhere out in the world making videos. So until I see you in this video over here, bye y'all.